Good afternoon and welcome once again to the Mayor's Weekly Press Conference. It is absolutely stunning outside. I had lunch out on West Union earlier today with my lovely wife, and it was just so nice to be able to sit outside for a change. So it's gorgeous. You need to be out in it, experience it, live it. Today we're looking at partly cloudy, a high of 81 and a low of 61. Going into tomorrow though, it looks like PM thunder showers with a high of 82 and a low of 62. Friday, thunderstorms, a high of 71 and a low of 46. Saturday, more of the same, some PM showers. Looks like it's going to be 68 with a low of 53. And Sunday, we're looking at showers once again, a high of 65 and a low of 46. With the thunderstorms tomorrow, I have to admit, my daughters, which are doing their first grade field trip up to the zoo, it's not looking good up in Columbus either. Which is fitting. Today I have some very special guests with me. I have Dr. Tom Gibbs and Sabrina Stalder, and they're here for Teachers Appreciation Week. I reached out to Dr. Gibbs earlier this week to let him know that we were going to be doing this today, and I'm really appreciative that both of you were able to come and be a part of this. So let me jump right into it, because this is one of those things that I certainly enjoy recognizing Teacher Appreciation Week. Because let's be real, the cornerstone of our youth and everyone for that matter is our teachers. Our teachers do an outstanding job in preparing all kids and young adults for what becomes the rest of their life, quite literally. So that said, Office of the Mayor proclamation. Whereas since 1984, the National Teachers Association, Parent Teachers Association, PTA, has designated the first week of May as a special time to honor the people who lend their passion and skills to education, educating our children. And whereas the teaching profession is intellectually, physically, and emotionally demanding and must continue to be strengthened so that teachers are enabled and equipped to inspire rising generations of informed and engaged democratic citizens. And whereas teachers are dedicated professionals working tirelessly on behalf of our young people, and whereas teachers continually strive to be responsible to an ever-growing diversity of students, and whereas teaching is the greatest act of optimism. And whereas the City of Athens is honored to take part in the annual observance of Teacher Appreciation Week. Now, therefore, I, Steve Patterson, Mayor of Athens, Ohio, do hereby proclaim the first week of May 2019 as Teacher Appreciation Week and recognize and support all of our teachers who educate and are dedicated, educate the children of our community. So Dr. Gibbs, let me give it to you.
I appreciate it.
And to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
If you don't mind, I'm going to hand this over to Sabrina. Sabrina's the president of our Athens Education Association.
Wonderful.
And is here to represent our teachers today. And I share your sentiments. We have excellent teachers, and my daughter has thoroughly enjoyed attending school here and has received a great education. So I'm sure many of our parents, if not all of them, feel the same way. So thank you, Sabrina.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Thank you very much.
All right. I have another proclamation that I need to read to everyone. This is also Athens Friends and Newcomers Day. So let me read this proclamation. Whereas in 1968, 3 Ohio University faculty wives had the idea for a social club that would bring town and gown together in Athens and recruited 3 Athens women to join them and to discuss the formation of a women's social organization. And whereas in 1969, the club became Athens Friends and Neighbors until 1975, when the name was changed again to the Athens Friends and Newcomers. often referred to as AFAN, and whereas the organization has established numerous interest groups that recognize that encourage participation and friendship to enhance and foster a sisterhood, and whereas Athens Friends and Newcomers has a membership of 293 area women and welcomes women members at the newcomers reception at the September meeting. And whereas the Athens Friends and Newcomers uses a quote from Henry Ford that, quote, "Coming together is a beginning. Working together is progress. Staying together is success," as their theme for the 50 years of being an established organization. Now, therefore, I, Steve Patterson, the mayor of the city of Athens, Ohio, do hereby proclaim Thursday, May 9th, 2019, as Athens Friends and Newcomers Day in honor of its 50th year celebration of bringing Athens women together and forging strong friendships and community relations, thereby achieving the initial premise of the organization in 1969. So, Athens Friends and Newcomers Day. All right, now on to the typical happenings around the city, or atypical in some cases, especially if there's a water line break that requires a boil order. All things engineering and public works, the city of Athens is announcing that May 9th, there will be repair work performed at the Kimes Lane water main. The work will begin at 8 a.m. And work until completed. So keep that in mind. The East State Street project, this is the paving. The paving work is beginning to schedule, was supposed to schedule this week. It has been delayed. It's been delayed by a week. It'll begin next week on May 15th with the milling and the laying down of a fiberglass matting and then the asphalt over the top. Still expecting to have this job completed by May 30th, and that would be the repaving as well as the striping of the street. Two-way traffic and access to all intersections and driveways will remain open during this, but there will be some temporary closures as the project progresses. But again, they'll be temporary. They will be keeping most everything open. To give you a little bit more detail, the milling will be May 15th and 16th. The fiber matting will go down Friday the 17th. Paving will begin on May 20th. And again, the paving will possibly be completed by the 24th, but also may extend, as I mentioned, into the week of May 27th. So for sure, I shouldn't even say that, likely the whole project will be done on May 30th or by May 30th. Other things going on around the city, this is fun to share. This I brought up at City Council the other night, and that is that Athens was named in the top 20 of places for bikes, the 2019. This is the this came from Places for Bikes group. This is great. There was over 510 municipalities that were in the ranking, and Athens came in the 20th overall out of 500 plus cities, like I'd mentioned. So that's fantastic. We are the only city in Ohio to rank in the top 100. So I believe we were the only city that was ranked in the state of Ohio. So kudos to us for making that cut. Arts West, number of things going on. The Calliope Feminist Choir concert is going to calling workshop registration for the Calliope Spring concert is this week. So come join us for a powerful program of songs and connection with musical guests, multiple musical guests, So come check that out. That'll be Saturday, May 11th at 7:30 p.m., Sunday, May 12th at 4:30 p.m. There's a sliding scale from $30 to $15. Limited income individuals, it can be $20 to $10 depending on that sliding scale. So come check that out. There's also going to be a square dance calling workshop at Stewart's Opera House. This is Sunday, May 26th from 2 to 4 p.m. If you want to learn how to be a square dance caller, come down and check that out. That will be Sunday, May 26th. Again, that's at Stewart's Opera House, so come check that out. Tickets for that are $12 to $22. So if you have an interest in that, come check it out. There's going to be a double art opening at Arts West as well, starting this Friday from 5 to 7. The main gallery will be Jacob Parker, and it'll be a solo show. And there will be, the art opening, there'll be live music by the Water Witches. So, like I said, come check that out. The other opening, it looks like it will be a solo show by Katie Chandler, poetic paintings about a place of stillness. So come check that out. Same time, same date. Worth checking out from the arts world. And then finally, one last shout out to the Kavamaga self-defense course. This is the co-ed course. I went through a whole litany of these. There's several of them. So I mentioned this at the last press conference. So know that this is the second in that series. That will be, I believe, this coming Saturday. The cost is $30 per participant. Men and women ages 12 plus. So come check that out. I have a special guest here today. Jacob, if you want to come on over, and we'll get Ryan to kind of do a wide angle on us and have a seat next to me. This is one of the great things about my job, is getting to introduce one of our newest, not one of, he's our newest firefighter who just graduated from the Ohio Fire Academy last Friday. Unfortunately, I wasn't able to attend. I'm sure it was a great graduation ceremony. But this is Jacob Gray. Jacob, it's wonderful having you on board with our fire department. We've got a wonderful fire department. In the audience, he's hiding back in the back, as is typical. Our wonderful, illustrious fire chief is here, Bob Reimer. We're going to be looking for great things coming from you, as we always do from the fire department. And you're coming at a great time, because our fire department, as you know, with a lot of hard work from Chief Reimer, is working on a fire training facility here in Athens. So your timing is great.
Yeah.
You get to help move some big piles of dirt around, hopefully.
Yeah.
We'll be doing something. It's wonderful having you on board.
Thank you.
Yeah, and I appreciate you being here. And Captain Klinger, I should probably mention that too. Today was his retirement celebration down at headquarters. I don't know if that celebration is still going on as we speak. Okay, an open house for anyone to pop in? Okay. Well, I encourage anyone to stop in and say farewell to Captain George Klinger. 30 years, thank you. Thanks, Chief. 30 years of service, 30 years of stellar service to the city of Athens, I should say. We're going to expect 30 years of stellar service out of you, and I'm sure that Firefighter Gray, you're going to do it.
Absolutely, yes, sir.
So thank you. Thank you for being here.
Thank you, I appreciate it.
Well, that's all I have for today. Thank you for tuning in. And I have a sneaking suspicion that we may take a trip next week. Not 100% sure, but I know I keep putting that teaser out there that we do want to circle back around to our water treatment plant and see the progress that has been made with the renovations to that facility, as well as watching that electric meter spin backwards with that new solar array that we have back there that is helping us offset your taxpayer dollars, that's helping to pay the electric bill at, again, all of the city municipal buildings, but in particular, the water treatment plant and the wastewater treatment plant and the community center are probably our big three when it comes to energy consumption. So let's look at those solar arrays as well. So thanks for tuning in, and hopefully you'll tune in again next week for the next installment of the Mayor's Weekly Press Conference. Take care.